Why, the fire is almost ready, and soon I will be feasting. And in case you're wondering, I do not mean feast upon pheasant. I mean feast upon you, and then your sister, and possibly even your parents.
Figured that, but don't matter.
Doesn't.
What?
Your speech is appalling. I hope it doesn't spread to me when I eat you.
You ain't good.
Art, I promise if I soon wouldn't be digesting you, I'd make you my Eliza Doolittle. And I know what you're gonna say. You ain't gonna eat me because my sister's gonna throw you into that there oven. That's right. I've heard it a million times. But this time, it will be different because I know she's not there. What?
Come on, Hansel, quick, let's let the old witch burn.
Old witch? What kind of ignorant child insults someone like that while they burn? Blast it! I am so over this. And thanks to you, dear book, I will burn no more. Burning witches? What a grotesque message. But never again! Never again!
How dare you!
What? I was just feeding you.
You're tossing these pellets on my gum? I recently swept ground.
It's feed for you to eat.
I'll have you know, I never eat such things. While the homeowners in these pellets, you all eat anyway. Where's Farmer McDonald?
In town, I'm Belle, and
Okay, Belle, let me make this clear.
wait, you're Chicken Little. That chicken who thought the sky was falling and told all of his friends.
We don't talk about that anymore. Besides, you don't have any others.
But wasn't it just an acorn?
It was a really large acorn.
But
No, I don't have time to talk to you right now because I'm busy cleaning up this mess. While I'm doing so, I need you to bring me my proper meal. A slice of organic raspberry bread, heated slightly with a half-inch dab of organic butter in the center, with 3 organic grapes, but not touching said organic raspberry bread. Heavens help you if those grapes touch my bread.
but
Dismissed.
wow, he's crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm a uniquely wonderful creature who has some issues and no offense. Tiny. Oh no, it's happening again. The sky is falling. Have to warn my friends. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
It's complete. I love it.
I as well. Lurky? I don't know if it's me.
Oh, it's you. A better you.
I don't like it.
What is it that you don't like?
I think it's the scarf. Scarves creep me out. It's like tying a really long sock around your neck.
But the scarf is vital.
Why?
Honey, you got a turkey neck.
I
With the turkey neck,
And that's a bad thing?
It ain't good.
nor flattering.
Are you sure? Fine, this'll work. In an unrelated story, guess who I saw cleaning up his pen while singing "You Don't Need Friends When Things Are Tidy"?
Chicken Little.
That's right. He was just sweeping and singing and singing. I think he's finally lost it.
Oh, girl, he lost it a long time ago. Remember how many times you tried to tell him you can't clean up a dirt pig?
Never mattered to him. He wasn't always this way, though. It all started when
He made us a laughing stock of the farming community and almost a fox's dinner.
that was a close one. At least Chicken Little's the only laughing stock now. Remember how he ran around screaming?
The sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Girls, the way I remember it is, he wasn't the only one screaming.
That's because we didn't know it was an acorn.
True.
Ladies, why are we laughing so?
What are you doing here?
Looking all cute.
That's not what I was going to say.
I'm just on the way to my home office. Would you 3 care to join me? Why? So you can eat us? Well, not all 3 of you at the same time. I like to spread out my meals and I guess, why would you even think? You tried to throw us in your oven because you look cool.
It was summer.
Let's agree to disagree. Anyway, I have to be on my way.
Why? Do you have some other animals whose court cases you want?
No. I'm not sure if that works. Besides, I'm not a lawyer anymore. I'm a psychologist. And after talking to you 3 with your obvious trust
other. If I make the appointment, will you two come?
If it'll help, I'll try. Not me. I'm not going. To make this relationship work, we need everyone. He's a fox.
He sure is.
I was gonna say he can't be trusted.
And there's another reason you need to go. Trust issues.
I don't have trust.
Ow.
Just an acorn.
A big fluffy acorn.
Falling from a tree where there's no trees around.
Thank goodness Chicken Little wasn't here to scream.
The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Hey, that was really good. It sounded just like...
It wasn't.
The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Chicken Little, stop running around us. It makes me...
Can't. Oh, he says so goes past to be a motorboat foot.
You gotta get to shelter.
Why?
Because the sky is falling.
The sky's not falling.
I'm telling you, it is.
Did you see the sky fall?
No, but I felt it.
Like last time?
That was different.
No, it's never different, Little.
Why are you here anyway? We're not your friends anymore.
To save you guys from the falling sky?
You need help. Seriously.
You mean there's someone who can help the sky from falling?
No, she needs help for you. You have problems.
I just wanted to save you guys from the falling sky.
And we want to save you from yourself. Here's a doctor. Go see him.
Dr. Foxy Loxy. But isn't he the same one who...
He's changed. Now go. He'll help you.
But now... Okay, but I really think you guys
We'll
should...
be fine.
Wait. Hand this to the doctor and tell him to call me.
Did we just send him to Foxy Loxy? He's got problems and he's not going to help us. We're not going to help him. Maybe Foxy's changed.
And if he hasn't,
It's a chance we're willing to take.
that's terrible. He used to be our friend. We're not very likable pals. You think?
Nah.
I'm sure one of them will take me up my offer, and then I will eat, but not to the point of glue. I've got an appointment on the dance floor tonight with a certain fine wolf, which we now feast on. A plump hen or... What was that? Definitely not an acorn. That looks like a piece of sky. And another. And another. You know, I think I should just get back to my office instead of randomly talking to myself and revealing that I do, in fact, want to eat those birds. Gotta get to the doctor's office. The sky's falling. Can't go that way. The sky's falling. This is filthy. I cannot leave the ground this way. You know, sky, you can help by falling in the same place. How odd. I never knew the sky could fall sideways. Sir? Sorry, can't talk to others while I'm cleaning. Except to tell you, the sky is falling. Well, apparently, perhaps you shouldn't be outside in it. Come in here. But the ground's still dirty. I'll help you clean up the ground after the sky's done falling. How about that? Okay. Wait, Foxy Loxy, you're not going to try to eat me like last time, are you? I didn't try to eat you last time. I tried to handle your case in a way that made it appear that I was trying to eat you. Now I'm a psychologist and I can help you with your issues. You can, and by helping, you don't mean drop me in a deep fire until I'm on nice and crispy, do you? No, I'm going to help you with your issue. The biggest one being a huge chunk of sky going to fall on you. You saved me! That's right. Now let's go inside my office so we can begin our session. Looks like I'll be having a nice chicken dinner under the falling sky tonight. This entire concept of the sky falling is completely illogical. You all realize that, right? In that sky is clearly cotton being thrown at us, but it's what we have.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win.
Why are we still outside? The sky is clearly falling.
Because react or not, you realize that you can be right, right? Never once did you can be right. Why do you care? Well, no, the only reason you started this doctor thing is for you to lure unexpected animals in here and eat them. That's not true. Just because you're now a doctor doesn't make this time any different. How? That's where you're wrong. This time I actually got a degree. See? Why can't you just eat no more animals like no more animals do? Because perhaps I enjoy the theater of it. I have a question for you then. Why did you come here if you knew I was going to eat you? But just get this over with. Oh. Listen, let's pretend that for a moment that you don't know when Foxy wants to eat you and you see me as someone trying to help. What? Can we? Okay, fine. I'm not really obsessive, nor am I scared of everything. After the acorn incident and all the laughter, I lost all my friends. No one would talk to me except to make fun of me. I spent all my days in my chicken coop. Do you know what it's like to be alone? To know absolutely no one wants to be around you, much less be your friend? So I decided to keep my mind busy. Become obsessive about everything. Become that crazy Chicken Little, but I couldn't know the truth. What's this truth you speak of? That's nothing. Nothing at all. If I was gone tomorrow, no one would care. No. No what? You, my little feathered friend, are not nothing. I would care. You're something special, and just because you or others don't see it now doesn't mean it's not true. You seem to be a very friendly, positive, and clean chicken. That's my superlative last week at school. And you're also caring. I mean, you went to go save your friends, even though it would have been safer to just save yourself. I told them today, too. Did they listen? No. Well, it looks like you won't have to worry about them anymore. Why? Oh. That's right. Now listen, Chicken Little. You're going through a rough spot, but it's temporary. So I want you to go out and begin your life all over again. Wait, you're gonna let me leave? That's right, I am. Enjoying a nice chicken dinner with a glass of Coke isn't as important as you getting another chance at life. But how do I be bold, speak your mind? By the first animal you meet, strike up a conversation with it. And say you won't do it alone, we'll do this together. Here, I want to see you next week to see how everything's going. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. See you next week. Now get out of here and avoid leftover from the sky. I will. Thank you. I could get used to this. I feel really good. Really, really good.
Foxy, you ever walk through the woods on clouds? I have. Literally, guess that? Foxy, seriously, stop whatever it is you're doing. It's weird, and I have to be on my A game today. Foxy? Fine.
Did you just throw water in my face?
I did. You're being creepy, and I wanted you to stop.
I did a wonderful thing today.
What?
I helped Chicken Little.
Down your throat?
No. I don't like baked chicken, and no.
Me too, Fred.
Almost, but no.
Then how did you help him?
I helped him with some of his issues and sent him on his way.
You disgust me. Get out.
This is my office.
Not now. It's my realty office, and I have 2 pigs coming over that I am helping. And by helping, I do mean eating them.
What if instead you got them beautiful houses in a safe and nurturing community where they could live out their lives happily?
And why would I do that?
To put a positive imprint on the world.
I'm about to throw you through a window.
Violence, my dear, is never the answer. I will leave of my own accord. So, are we still going dancing tonight?
No, and I never want to see you again.
So you're saying we're
Done.
I suppose if one must make sacrifices in order to change the world. If you want to schedule a session or not, I will see myself out.
Such a shame. He's almost tough with her, Fox. Now,
No, I'm telling you, we're going the wrong way. No, see, why won't you listen to me?
must be my delicious piggies.
This looks nothing like a hill, Jack.
No, I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere.
I told you to let me.
No, I'm the boy, not you.
Excuse me, may I help you two?
A talking wolf. I'll kill it.
Excuse me, ma'am. We have this pail of water. Would you happen to know where a hill is?
You can't ask for directions.
So?
Any particular one?
No.
Then go back where you came from, take a left, and there should be a hill with water for you to fetch at the top.
Thank you. Come on, Dad.
I lead, not you.
That was odd. Now, to make sure everything's in place. Good morning, you two. You must be Tina and Felina Pig.
We are. I'm Tina. I'm Felina.
And I, Lydia Wolf, the best home seller in all of fairy tale woods, and perhaps even the world. Now, let's get started. Take a seat. For Sure. Said Sarah Bridget. Even though I bought these building for years now, I've never quite get the taste of a good piggy, am I right, ladies?
Yeah?
Now, I heard you two are looking to build.
We are. 2 houses, but close to one another.
Fantastic. Do we have a location picked up?
Not yet. We figured you might be able to help.
I certainly can help. Now, I have the perfect place.
Well, before we get started, I have a couple of questions.
Do you know that I've always believed that ignorance is bliss?
Me too. One of my daily goals is to learn nothing, stay ignorant, and never change my mind.
That's fantastic for you and me.
It's our saying, Tina, not just yours, and I was the one who came up with it.
I wasn't the one about to ask you a question, Felina.
You're right, Tina. I'm sorry, Tina. And Miss Wolf.
Oh, no need for formalities. Call me Miss Lydia.
Okay, I should have just trusted you blindly. Continue.
Okay. There's some forms for you two to sign that will seal your fate. The deal. They only require a signature and absolutely no reading the fine print. Heck, any print. You two are going to love it here in Wolfton Heights.
Why did they call it Wolfton Heights?
Don't answer. It will spoil the surprise.
You're right, Tina. I don't know what came over me.
I do. You've been talking to Katrina too much.
Who's Katrina?
Our other sister.
The so-called smart one, who always says knowledge is power. We don't even know what knowledge is.
She's not coming today by any chance, is she?
We hope not. She doesn't trust us to make any decisions.
And we'll show her, won't we? We'll make some quick and rash decisions with absolutely no thought at all. And you simply trust in everything I say.
That sounds great.
Fantastic. Now, we have your land, which is beside mine, and 123 of my family members. By the way. Now, let's put some houses on that land. What type are you interested in?
Well,
I'm kidding. Let me tell you what type you're interested in. Tina, right? Come here a second. Why, you're tremendous. A little sage, a little oregano.
what are those things?
Perfumes.
I love perfume.
Well, you buy a house and you'll be covered in perfumes. Now let's talk about building material. Now, your personality reminds me of my favorite. Dependable, bendable, and burnable.
That sounds just like me.
It really does.
And to have a house built of it, well, that would be a dream come true. What's this heavenly material?
It's straw. Here, why don't you hold it?
Wow, it is really thin and it does bend really easy.
Which is exactly what you want in a home building material. Well, I can almost see it. 2-story, half-bath, 1-bedroom, and a mudroom, all completely made of straw.
What's getting you sew the straw together?
Absolutely nothing. Well, that's like covering you and your sisters in pudding. Why would we mess with perfection?
She's right, Tina.
Okay, a straw house it is.
Fantastic. Now, let's get signing that contract.
Of course.
With absolutely no reading of it, of course.
Of course.
Handshake? No. Life ending or changing deals like this require housing. Come here, you little piggy.
Are you smelling me?
Yes, I always smell many homeowners. As a matter of fact, I will be. I think I had the perfect home building material for you.
I'm so excited. Is it feathers?
No. There's something better, though.
Something better than feathers to build a house with? I can't imagine what that would be.
Come here a second. Look out the window with me. There it is.
Trees? You're building me a tree house?
Close. The trees are entirely too sturdy, and I'm not good at climbing. It's part of the tree, though. It's part of the tree known as a twig. Your house will be made of thousands of the tiniest twigs I can find.
But won't a gust of wind blow my house down?
Not just any gust of wind. You won't be able to blow it down with just a huff and a puff. So, here's your contract. Sure, you drive a hard bargain, lady. I can almost smell you frying in that pan. Let's get signed this contract.
Don't sign anything, Felina.
You must be Katrina.
And you must be the wolf that's trying to sell my sister's houses so that you can eat them.
I find your words offensive and appalling, man. I happen to be a fine real estate agent, recognized by the Big Bad Wolf Association for the past 5 years, and
Doesn't matter, because my sisters and I are leaving.
maybe you should ask them if they want to walk out on fabulous homes built using materials in the olden days.
That's right, Katrina. My house will be made out of twigs like our great Uncle Philip's.
And mine is straws, it's like our great-great-grandmother Beatrice's house. And best of all, we'll be living right near all of Miss Lydia's family. Right smack in the middle of them. Sounds great, right, Katrina? Living right in the middle of an area full of wolves sounds great to you two? Yep. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I do think I know what's wrong with you, though. You look a little green with envy.
I am not green with envy. I happen to be a little under the weather, and no pig is buying a house for me today. We are. No, you're not. If you do, she's going to eat you. She would never do that, right, Miss Lydia?
Look deep into my eyes. Do I look like someone who'd eat you? Well,
Absolutely not. Fine. I knew you wouldn't believe me because you're not smart and refuse to change your mind after you've made a decision. So I brought this. A towel. It's not a towel. It's a newspaper article all about her.
I'll ask you not to point at me.
Oh, I'll point at you.
Then I ask you not to show them that article.
Oh, I will. They need to know the truth.
Fine.
Did you just throw a pencil at me?
I would have thrown an egg at you, but those are harder to find than you think.
Read this now. Oh, look, Miss Lydia, there's a picture of you in it. You look so cute.
Not just cute, professionally cute.
Why don't you both, ladies?
Read the headline.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Tree.
Tree.
Tree
Tree.
You can't be this ignorant. It says Lydia Wolf sells pigs' houses made of easy to blow down materials in order to eat them.
That's really long.
That's why I don't read.
It's all right.
I have a name.
This wolf has been doing this to pigs for years, over and over again, selling pigs' houses and then huffing and puffing until she blows them down so that she can eat them.
If you weren't so big and I wasn't somewhat afraid of you, I would say mean words to you.
Can we go now?
We're going to need more proof.
What?
Look, ladies, all she has is these meaningless words and a towel. It is a towel.
You knew it! Fine. I brought something else, but I didn't want to show you these because they're a little disturbing. Take a look at these pictures. Warning, they're a little graphic.
Oh, look, Sylvia. Haven't seen her for a while.
There's a reason.
Oh, look, Miss Lydia, that's you hugging Sue as she gets your new house.
And this is you and your friends eating with Sylvia. But why is she on a tray with an apple in her mouth?
New party.
Wait, it seems you're eating with her.
Eating her. Look closely. Now flip through all of them. You'll see some old friends you'll never see again.
How did you even get these pictures?
I have my ways. So now do you believe me?
No.
Is this true?
No. But the pictures.
Are fake. Fake by someone who's jealous of your happiness.
Clearly you can't.
We knew it.
What?
You never wanted us to be happy. So you can leave.
And take your lives with you.
I will leave and I will ignore that. But I have one last thing to try to convince you dumb pigs that I call my sisters that this wolf does in fact want to eat you.
I don't eat pigs. They're bad for my figure. No offense.
None taken.
I happen to know for a fact that you just ate a pig about an hour ago. A pig named Carl.
Carl, our best friend.
That's right, listen.
Hey, personal space.
Carl, you in there?
Yep, sorry, I didn't answer you earlier. I'm currently being digested.
Hey, Carl.
Oh, hey, Florentine, I won't be able to make it to the picnic tonight.
Why not?
We were really counting on you coming.
Wanted to, but this whole being eaten thing, I just won't be able to.
Do you think you could still bring the beans, though?
I'm not.
Ask Carl who ate him.
Who ate you?
Lydia Wolf did.
No, I didn't.
He's in your belly.
Accident then.
No, you meant to. Blew my house down, grabbed me, and then ate me. It felt purposeful. Hold on, guys. There's not much more of me left. Stomach acids are a beast.
He's gone.
If it makes you feel better, it'd be coming out soon. Efficient digestive tract.
Stop. Now do you believe me?
No.
Or do you believe the one who's giving you the homes of your dreams?
I give you the cold hard facts.
I say never let the facts get in the way of what you want to believe.
We've also always said that.
We've also always said to embrace our ignorance, so I think our decision's pretty simple. Lena, get the sign of that contract so we can be signed, sealed, and delivered.
A nice bow wrapped around each of you. Now, there's plenty of room in that same neighborhood if there's any more pigs just like you.
We have tons of friends just like us.
Wonderful.
I can't listen to this anymore. Look, if you guys change your mind, well, before she and her friends eat you,
Highly doubtful.
come and get me and
We'll be fine. I imagine we'll be quite happy.
In our houses, maybe we could have a welcoming party the first night there.
And the cookout.
Oh, that'll be a welcoming party and a cookout. And you two will be the guests of honor.
I can't listen to this anymore.
We'll see you soon, Katrina.
Doubtful.
The best part about you guys' homes is that you don't even need furniture.
What?
Wow.
No furniture. Yes,
Not at all.
Here, I'm telling you.
I don't think so, Hansel. You should have listened to me. You're terrible at directions.
We need to hurry this up. I'm expected at a ball.
Listen, Cinder, whatever.
Cinderella.
That's what I said. We just met you, and you're the one who wanted to come with us. We didn't even ask you to come. And have you looked at yourself? You look ridiculous.
It's not my fault that my fairy godmother disappeared before she was done with me because her and her fairy girls had to go crazy glitter shopping. Which, now that I think of it, has never happened before. Besides, you promised me a house made of candy.
And we'll deliver on that once. Wait, something's weird.
Oh, hey, Hansel and Gretel, and girl I don't know.
I'm Cinderella.
Hi, Cinder, whatever.
My name is Cinderella. You know, I'm pretty famous.
We're all pretty famous.
So, what's wrong?
Tina and Felina are about to be eaten by Lydia Wolf.
Bummer.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing out here? We're going to the old witch's house. You know the one made of candy?
The one where you threw that old witch into the oven?
Is there any other?
There's actually none. That house burned down.
What?
Yeah, apparently an oven's not made for a witch's body, and candy is highly flammable.
Wait, so there's no candy house. And to think I'm missing my ball for this. A chance of meeting my Prince Charming, the one that'll take care of me, make all my decisions for me, give me my happiness.
What you just said was more depressing than the fact that my two sisters are about to be eaten. I need to be alone.
No candy house. Makes me sad.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the marshmallow roof.
I demand you to take me back to the castle right now.
Don't be demanding, it's rude.
Just take me back.
Please. We'll take you back. Hansel, take us to your breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs? I ate those.
You were supposed to throw them on the ground.
Why would I throw them on the ground? We're poor.
Take me back to where we came from. Where did we come from?
Mom.
Not
Take me back to the castle right now. Why don't you walk back yourself? I would, but I don't know where the castle is.
Shouldn't you though?
I should, but I don't.
No, see, this is all your fault. God.
Wait, maybe that's my fairy godmother done with her crazy glitter shopping. No, that's distracting too. Let's hide. Why?
So we can listen in on their argument. They're the best.
Fine, but only because I love arguments.
I won't take responsibility for this.
I split the pail of water and broke my crown because of you.
No, you broke the crown and the pail of water because you fell down and then came tumbling down the hill.
Well, you came tumbling after me.
Because you grabbed me. This would have never happened if you would just let me carry the pail of
you're a girl.
And
And I'm saying that men have to do all the heavy lifting.
even when I'm clearly stronger than you are,
I will not admit to the truth of that statement.
wouldn't expect you to. Look, girls can do whatever boys can do, and boys can do whatever girls can do.
I can't have a baby.
I meant in the more we're equal kind of way, except for the baby part, which, when you think about it, makes girls even tougher. Here's another reason we're equal. It's okay for you to cry about your crown.
No, it's not. Boys are stoic, denying and holding in their emotions until they explode in a fit of rage.
That's a horrible choice. And as your sister, I'm telling you, you can cry.
But I've never done it before. I wouldn't even know how to go about it.
Let me help. Your crown is broken and it can't be fixed. You'll never wear it again. You'll never take it for long walks on the beach. You'll never whisper sweetly, I love you, I can fall asleep. Would it help you cry if we stood around and stared at you?
No!
I hope if we cried with you, we all have reasons to cry. My only dream was to eat from the house where the king, and I can't because my jerk sister burned it down.
I have a brother who clearly doesn't appreciate the fact I risked my life to save his.
And I'm standing here in a dress half ball gown, half rags, facing the fact that I'll never find my man to make all of my decisions for me.
Why are you crying, Jill?
I would, but I just realized something.
Why?
Who the heck are you people?
I'm Jack.
Not you.
Remember Mrs. Hansel?
I don't know any of you.
But we know you guys.
Do you? From where? Tell me. See, this shouldn't be happening. Us, here, together, there shouldn't be any of you. It should just be me and Jack, because that's our story. And I shouldn't need to know I'm in the story.
I think you're right. Cinderella's totally lost. Hansel should be in a cage now, and oh no. What? I think some hack is meshing all of our stories together. But why? If there's a point, let's get to it.
We're about to find out.
What a dramatic entrance! There you are, my pretties. Who are you people? Answer me. Who are you?
Who are you?
I ask you first. You're all too tall for munchkins. Well, except you. And none of you are as terrifying as you dreadful lollipop kids. You know what? I don't have time for this. There's a little girl I need to be getting rid of. Fly monkeys!
You're weird.
You're a weird little boy. Something's wrong. Tell me who you are.
I don't think we should be telling her name to some random witch. Bad history there.
Did you just call me a random witch? I'll have you know that I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. From the Wizard of Oz? Nothing. They based a completely new story on me that became a musical. One of the most famous musicals of all time. Wicked? Seriously. Fine, I'm leaving. Direct me to the Yellow Brick Road.
Lady, we don't know any yellow brick road.
Are you not of Oz?
No, Jack and I are of a nursery rhyme, and the others are from fairy tales. We're really only characters, like you, apparently.
I'm no mere character. I'm one of the most famous characters.
Wait, back to this yellow brick road. What did it happen to me made of gold?
Silence!
I will not be silenced. I am royalty. Well, not yet, but I will be. Gross! She doesn't have a mouth.
Silence! I don't know what has happened, but I need to return to my story. I was going to destroy Dorothy, the one who killed my sister,
She wants to avenge her sister
and return to my story.
and return to her story, but she can't. So sad.
He seems to really connect with this crown of him.
This makes no sense. I don't even understand.
I'm beginning to find you all annoying. How about another freeze? A bizarre one.
election, I shall retrace my steps, solve the mystery, and exact my revenge on whoever did this to me.
Hello, I'm Chica Little.
That's so horrible.
It's a family thing. Well, Chica what is it? Little is because
I get it. You're little.
you want to be friends?
No, I'm not in the mood for friends right now.
Okay, then.
Wait, I'm sorry I was rude. My name is Katrina. I'm having a pretty rough day.
Why?
My two sisters are about to be eaten by wolves, and on some level, I feel that they shouldn't be.
Because they're your sisters and you like them?
No. Well, yeah, but I swear that we should all be inside my brick house with a dead wolf instead of my sisters being.
That would constitute a rough day.
I mean, I know you can understand.
My only 3 friends were crushed by a falling sky.
Really? A falling sky? I thought that was just acorns made of cotton.
It was,
Huh.
your sisters like you.
Wait, you said...
I settled for being friends, not being a two-way street. But not anymore, though. I just deserve better than that. A fox told me. So if you don't want to be my friend,
You know what? I do want to be your friend. I think I really need one right now.
yay! I didn't mean that yay to celebrate you and your friend at all.
I know. Talking to you is weird.
I get that a lot.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, wait.
What?
We need to go to the woods now.
Why?
I don't know why. I just need to go back, and you need to go too.
Okay, new friend, let's go to the woods for absolutely no reason at all.
Here they are, again. Every path I take leads me right back here. This is powerful magic, putting me in a place that I can't remember, yet it's drenched in memories that I shouldn't have. Why? Maybe awake the ones who can help me see.
What happened?
I asked the questions. Tell me where I am.
Woods?
Specifically.
The big woods?
All we know about this place is that my mother and father lives out here with her. Why? So get rid of us? Seems a wise choice. What happened? We found a house made of candy and that's where I remember this place from. My dear and less talented sister Prudence moved here after she was cast as a witch who built a candy house in order to lure children so she could eat them. I remember it's that way. Oh wait, can I wonder if you went to the house, why are you still alive?
Because Gretel
Push Hansel down, and his loud crying caused witch Prudence to set us free. Are you lying to me? No, right, Hansel? I hear
Yeah, pretty good. That's what happened.
So, I will find my dear and less talented sister Prudence alive and well and not burnt to a crisp because some child kicked her to the oven.
Wow, how'd you
Absolutely, we'll find her alive and well and not burnt to a crisp. I don't trust you.
What happened? What's going on?
Silence! Answer me this. There's a witch in these woods in a candy house. Will I find her safe and sound?
No.
Hey, I had my mouth back. And if you mean the witch with the candy house, then apparently it's...
She will find her safe and sound because if she didn't, she would torture the people who did it, and you could bet she would torture everyone with them right now. Everyone.
You will find her safe and sound.
Excellent. You there. You appear to be the most level-headed one. You will escort me, and if all is as it should be, you shall return to your friends unharmed.
You guys better not leave me when all this goes south.
Please don't die. That just couldn't.
Part of the illusion for the whole town.
Come, girl.
I'm coming, jeez. He's trying.
Semi-circle, guys. Okay. So we know she's gonna find the house burnt down, and probably the remains of her sister.
In the oven.
Right, so...
But she's going to be really angry.
And want revenge.
On Hansel and Gretel, not us. I say we leave.
Not without my sisters, Cinderella.
ever cast a spell?
She did flick her wrist on the way out.
Probably just swatting away bugs. I recommend, I don't really care what y'all do.
Well, maybe she didn't.
I don't think she's okay.
Why?
I saw her running away when tiny mice turned into horses and trampled her. Then she got up and picked up a pumpkin, which quickly turned into a carriage and squashed her. Then she climbed out of the pumpkin and slipped on some pumpkin gunk and was impaled by what looked like to be a broken glass slipper.
That sounds so thorough.
Gretel, what do we do?
We lied.
What?
We tell the witch we don't know how she died and we're sorry.
Think it'll work?
It's the only chance we have.
Well, maybe she won't find the house. I mean, it has been a couple years since she's been there.
Yeah, maybe she won't be there.
She knows everything and she's ticked. Run, come on, Jack.
No, wait, run!
Hill come from?
It's a spell.
Why didn't you?
Well, maybe they're okay. It was only a really, really large hill.
Why is there a giant hole there? It looks like it goes to the center of the earth.
Yeah, I don't think they're okay anymore.
Death would be much better than what I have in store for them and all of you.
What do you...
Suffering for all eternity. First, bring the others back to life. Now, my puppets you will be until the curse is given.
What's the curse?
Something far worse than you could ever imagine.
Well, then.
Silence! Into their stories, subtract what was mildly entertaining, and make their tales really boring.
Thanks for warning me about running down that hill, Jill. And thanks for carrying the pail of water for me.
No problem. I'm really looking forward to the dinner you're making tonight. Now let's get home to Mom and end this perfectly uneventful day.
How's the ball?
Wonderful. Drusilla is bearing the prince.
Oh.
I think we made the right decision.
Yeah, telling Dad about his girlfriend prevented him from marrying him, and now we can live out a safe and full life.
With no chance of getting a witch attempting to eat us or a house made of candy.
At least I can still cast a great spell. Now,
Katrina, a witch.
Yep, it's a witch.
talking creatures, are you of Oz?
I'm thinking no.
Are you a witch?
I'm not just a witch. I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. From the Wizard of Oz? Why does anyone...
Because Oz doesn't exist.
Prudence, you're alive?
I am.
What do you mean Oz doesn't exist?
Because it doesn't. This is your new home. In fact, it's a new home for all of you. The Fairy Tale Woods.
What?
It sounded even better than I thought it would.
What are you talking about?
Wait, you don't know? Of course you don't know. Because that part of the story hasn't happened yet.
The story?
That's right. Come now, everyone. Haven't you been aware that something's been a little off? Of course you have, because I scripted those odd feelings, but at different times. And you're all right. These are not your original stories. This is a brand new one, created by a fantastically talented witch, me. And I have freed you all, as I have freed myself, from those old, outdated stories, so that we can experience a brand new world of my creation.
But why are we
I'm sure I should explain myself, but in short, I've retired from playing the old hag, who's really a witch so she can lure children in and eat them, which, by the way, is absolutely disgusting. And do you know what the upkeep is on a candy house? It's ridiculous. And for some reason, spells won't work on it. And to top it all off, I get defeated by 2 ignorant children.
Hey, you're talking about us.
I am. So at the 5 billionth time of being burnt to a crisp, I decided done, until I found this book of fairy tales and nursery rhymes, and a spark of brilliance just hit me, and I decided that I would create my own story. So here we are.
And so none of this is real? We're really only characters controlled by you?
Yes, you are all like my puppets.
We have no choice in what we do.
Absolutely none. But once you leave these woods, you will cease to be aware of that fact. Except for Foxy Loxy, of course. I mean, how else do you explain what is clearly caught and being thrown as falling sky?
I never want to come to these woods again.
Chicken Little, you are now the hero of your story. You found your self-worth because the sky really did fall.
But my friends died.
They sure did. You're such a tragic figure. Like Hamlet, if he were a tiny little chicken and lived, unlike your friends or Katrina's sisters.
I want to go back to my story where my sisters lived.
That's very sweet. But no, Katrina, my dear, you went from a big player to a main role, a woman who embraced her street smarts and stays alive. And let's be honest, your sisters had that coming. Now they will forever serve as a cautionary reminder of the cost of ignorance.
I guess there's that.
There is that. And Jack and Jill, you guys weren't even part of a fairy tale. You were a nursery rhyme. A nursery rhyme. Read to children who don't even understand words. Somebody got moved from a penthouse.
But now I cry all the time.
And because of you, millions of little boys everywhere will know it's okay to cry.
That's beautiful.
What about Hansel and me? Our story was
Awful. Featured awful parents, unhealthy eating habits, and the burning of and discrimination of witches. You guys will better be glad I didn't go with my first idea.
What was that?
As soon as the curtains opened, you both died. A slow, painful, drawn-out, horrible death.
I demand you.
Demand all you want, little girl, but you are not going back. Your story is the worst thing that's ever happened to women, and it has served to hold them back for generations. Sin or whatever, women are not meant to be dolls, and they are not meant to be taken care of. So I removed you from that horror, and I even gave you a little bit of spunk. And here's another gift to you.
Hey, I just realized something. I don't need a fairy godmother or a man. I could be my own man. My own woman. I don't even know what that means.
Everyone, I think a big thank you to me is in order from all of you. I took you guys from dread to...
I was in The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, a story where you got melted by a pail of water. That's even worse than death by the oven.
Maybe. But I was a star, and now I'm in this garbage.
Words hurt.
Wait. This is about me getting the part of the Wicked Witch. The part you wanted. This is revenge.
You know, I really wanted to be reunited with my sister. No, this is payback. I never got over that. I was meant to have those flying monkeys. But now everything is going to be better.
No, it's not.
It is for me and for most of them.
I'm more powerful than you.
Are you or were you?
I'll leave.
Only if I let you. Because remember, everything you do or say, I wrote.
No. That can't be true.
That's impossible. Stop it. I mean it. Peter, pumpkin eater, grr.
This is creepy.
I made you do that.
Well, consider this a promise. I'll get you, my pretty.
What about the rest of us? Will we be in the...
Sequel, of course. And we'll even revisit those star-crossed lovers, Foxy and Lydia. We are characters after all, aren't we? When the fire is almost ready, and soon I will be feasting. And in case you're wondering, I do not mean feast upon pheasant. I mean feast upon you, and then your sister, and possibly even your parents.
Figured that, but don't bad.
Doesn't.
What?
Your speech is appalling. I hope it doesn't spread to me when I eat you.
You ain't gonna...
Aren't. I promise if I soon would be digesting you, I'd make you my Eliza Doolittle. And I know what you're gonna say. You ain't, because my sister's gonna kick you into that thereof.